how are you gonna get through it? How are you gonna get over it? Hold on, my best friend is calling me. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi, babe.
What's up?
Not much. How are you?
I'm nervous. I'm on this and I'm so nervous.
Okay, I understand. It's definitely nerve-wracking, but just be yourself. Be yourself and speak from the heart. That's what you're best at. So just, think about like you're talking to somebody, to me. And how you always speak from the heart. And that's going to be your best work always.
You're right. I got this. I got this. I
You
love
got
you.
this. I love you.
Love you too.
Kill it.
Bye. Hey guys. Hey y'all. It's Veebadest. It's Veebadest Talks. We are here. I'm on episode number 2. If you saw my intro, it was a little rocky because your girl is nervous. I'm still nervous. I'm still learning my way of like, what am I doing here? But I also know I belong here and I'm meant to be here and I have so much to say, and I know my stories and the things that I've learned throughout my journey is going to help somebody here. So I'm so grateful and so thankful. And if you're here listening, just keep listening, take something from this, and really go with it. As a woman, it is so hard to feel understood when you don't have other women like yourself maybe that are yearning for something more out of your life, and you have been like waiting for somebody to just come and say, I feel you, I hear you, and I'm there for you. And that's what I want to do for you. So think of it as two besties talking. This is genuinely what I do with my best friend. We get on these calls, like we call each other every night and we get deep with each other and we talk about like whatever we're going through, and we try to like dissect what's happening and how to understand those feelings better and where is it coming from. And we're like our own each other's therapists. We've been friends for over 20 years, which is crazy, but it just shows how much growth we had over the years, and that girl been with me through it all. But that's not what I want to talk about today. I wanted to get on my Q&A. So if you were on my Instagram yesterday, I was asking, hey, questions. Give me some questions. Give me some questions you want to be answered. I got tons and tons of questions. I'm going to go with this first, I feel like most simple one question that's not too, that I can just get right into with you guys. And I feel like this is a great start. So Lexi_fit_23 said, hey V, when you find yourself in a funk, how do you bounce out of it? I think I talk about this a lot on my stories, so I'm excited to get deeper with you guys on it here. When you find yourself in a funk, how do you get out of it? Man, my friends would literally be like, Vanessa, you are crazy, because when I find myself going through something, I gotta do something about it. I'm not gonna sit, I might, sit there and dwell on it, and I am a ultimate worrier, overthinker. I will think about it 100 times, but my body, what my body does, it goes right into action. So when I feel myself like in a funk, or feel myself like going downhill, or feel myself like not doing what V said she was gonna do, I bring my ass straight to the gym. I also have 2 babies. Can't always bring my ass straight to the gym. So I be in my house, and sometimes I will like literally just sit down and just start meditating. I have not mastered meditating. For me, it's like a yoga session of like just breathing and, like trying to, whatever's in my head, like just let it go, and even if it's for a moment, because right after, like I said, I'm an overthinker, I'm gonna think about it. But taking those seconds to yourself, instead of like calling this person or throwing this all on another person, or let's say your significant other, like because you're going through this funk, you're putting it on that person. Like, understand that you're going through this funk. It has nothing to do with anybody else. Even if somebody else has made you feel that, at the end of the day, it's your job to get over it. So how are you going to get through it? How are you going to get over it? How are you going to get yourself past this moment? Because that's the one thing that I think we don't realize is a funk is just a moment. It's just a feeling. It passes. It passes. Everything in time passes. So that funk feeling that you're feeling so overwhelmed about, and that thing that's just like pressing you and like taking your energy away for the moment. And a moment can be a few days, a month. It depends on you. You decide how that works. And what I've learned is that as a single mother, I do not have time to be in a funk. I do not have time to be sad and depressed, because even if I want to sleep in, I can't. Even if I want to cry, I'm not going to do that in front of my babies. So I need to figure it out. Somehow let that emotion go, but I do not hold it in, because you hold it in and then you're going to end up breaking eventually. You're going to end up like exploding eventually, and you're going to take it out maybe on your kids. You're going to take it out on your significant other. You're going to take it out on your friends. And I found myself doing that a lot, that I had to, Vanessa, even though you didn't cause this funk or this moment, you have to learn how to get over it, because at the end of the day, it's affecting you. You're letting it affect you. So what are you gonna do to let it go? And it's so good. I remember literally a week ago, not even a few days ago, hearing things about myself that really could have broke me as a woman. And I said, you know what? I didn't say anything. I listened. I said, oh my God, I can't believe this. Why would this person say this about me? All these things. And the first thing I did, thankfully, my sister was there, able to watch the kids. I went straight to the gym and I started running. And I started running. I had my headphones on blast, and I was running and I was running, and I was in the moment, and I was feeling it, and tears rolling down my face, and I was letting it go. Letting it go. And it felt so good, because when I started sweating, it's like a release. It's literally a release. And I remember hearing, and don't quote me, I am not a doctor, but I remember hearing a long time ago on one of the podcasts, it says it's impossible to be working out, like literally be sweating and be unhappy, because your body releases
endorphins,
which is a happy drug, and it's almost impossible to feel that. So if you are feeling down and sad, go work out, and not like baby workout, like, oh yeah, I did a few things. No, work out to the point of sweating, to the point of releasing that energy, and you're literally gonna feel so much better. So that would be my answer to getting out of, how do you bounce out of it? And another thing that I saw, I don't know if you guys have ever seen this commercial. This is mom talk. I've ever seen this commercial. It was like a father, and he went into the baby's room and he was like, Tom, I'm calling you out of work today. And Tom is freaking a newborn in a crib. So it was a joke, because obviously you can't call out of work when you are a mother. You can't just, or a father, you can't just say, the hell with it, I'm sick, I can't. And then I remember even, and I'm gonna reference a lot of memes and reels and stuff, because that's just like what is going on these days. You see a reel and then you like relate it to life. And I related this one meme that said, I don't remember my mom ever being sick until I got older and I realized she didn't have time for that shit. And that was so funny, because even my own mother, I don't remember her ever being sick. And now that I'm older now, she will like say, oh, I don't feel good, because now she has like the time that all her kids are grown to be like, yeah, I'm not gonna go into work today, I don't feel good. But if we were still babies and she had to feed us and provide for us, it didn't matter if she had the flu or what was going on, she was gonna get her ass to work. Because she knows she has mouths to feed. She knows that she has people depending on her. So I feel like when you have that person babies depending on you, it gives you a different drive. It like literally ignites you, where you're like, I don't have time for this. I gotta do what I gotta do, right? And then if you don't have kids, and I literally just 3 years ago, I wasn't a mother. And I was still on my health journey. I still was able to lose 60 pounds in my first like 4 months. And people will ask me then, how are you able to get out of the funk? How are you able to persevere? It's like finding a goal, since you don't have kids, right? Because if your kids don't motivate you to get things done, you know, you could use this example too. Find a goal. Find something that you're passionate about. Find something that makes you almost cry, right? Like, whether that is like losing weight, right? Like, what would you look like 50 pounds less if you're overweight right now? Hold on to that person, that image. How would she feel What is her energy like? What is she wearing right now? Right? Like, envision that. That's manifestation. You're manifesting. Like, what does she smell like? 50 pounds less, right? Who's beside her? Who's loving on her, right? Like that's a form of self-love, you taking care of your body, right? So, like, find that goal within yourself. And that was just an example. It doesn't have to be fitness. It could be a goal. Like, you know, my mom's worked my whole life for me. One of my goals is definitely to retire her. Is definitely to have her living a comfortable life. How am I going to do that? I can't do that if I'm sleeping in. Can't do that if I'm depending on a 9 to 5. So hold that. Hold a goal that, like, motivates you to wake up at 5 in the morning, motivates you to take on another job or take on an opportunity or take on a new business venture. It's more, it overpowers the fear of being scared to do something because of what people think of you. And that's where I'm gonna end this episode number 2 with you guys. How to get out of a funk. I hope this helped you guys. And remember, go to my Instagram, Veebadest_beauty, and there's gonna be some Q&As posted where you can literally ask me a question that you want to see on this podcast. And we can get into the nitty gritty of it and really talk from the heart and really go there. So peace out.